Hello everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing the book Katherine of Aragon, The True Queen by Alison Weir, and this is the first book in her Six Wives series. I think it's called the Tudor Wives series, and as the title suggests, this is about Katherine of Aragon, who is the first wife of King Henry VIII, and it goes from when she is about 15, 16 years old until she dies, and she dies alone, still loving King Henry, even though he got rid of her in order to marry Anne Boleyn in order to have a son. And I thought this book was okay. It wasn't my favorite in the series. I thought it was too long. I read it on Audible, and it is about 18 hours long, if I am correct. And there is a huge chunk of the book, not huge, but more than there needs to be, of just her in exile, kind of in this castle, waiting for King Henry VII to die, because King Henry VII and Catherine of Aragon's father, Ferdinand, could not decide on a dowry, and she is pretty much in limbo, as she's waiting, and she's pretty much in quote unquote royal poverty. I'm going to say poverty, but by royal standards, she's in poverty, but by the everyday man standard, she's not in poverty. Waiting for something to happen and wanting to marry King Henry VIII, who took her as his wife because he loved her, and there is quite an age difference, because she was actually supposed to marry King Henry's VIII's brother Arthur, so there's a 7-year age difference. So when Henry is 18, I believe she is about 23, 24, somewhere in there. And it just tells the story of her life until she dies alone, pretty much in another exile, loving Henry VIII until her dying breath. But I didn't think some of the stuff needed to be that drawn out. One thing that I did like about the book is it showed that the marriage of Arthur and Catherine was not consummated. In the Philippa Gregory book, they decide to start off with a lie and say that the marriage was consummated, and she spent 20 years lying about that. But in this book, Arthur is portrayed as a sickly person, and the marriage was not consummated either by him being sickly or him probably being unexperienced. They were 15 at the time, so that has something to do with it, his inexperience, her inexperience as well. But overall, I thought this was an okay book. I think it is. I'm glad she wrote the Six Tudor Wives series, but this wasn't my favorite one, but I am glad I read it in order to finish the series. And it's funny that I read the first book in the series last, even though it was the first to come out, but that's just when I read the other books in the series, it was around their release date, and this I didn't know about it until later on, so that's why. So I will see you in the next video, whenever that is. I am focused more on trying to find a job right now, so that is kind of taking priority against making videos. But I will see you in the next video. I need to try and get my videos out because I really want to grow my channel. I want to try and get 1,000 viewers at some point, and I only have to get a little bit over 300 more. So I do want to get 1,000 viewers. So I will see you on the next video whenever that is. Bye guys.